bad about it, but who knows?
So much fun in retail though.
Yeah.
If I could choose like just a job, if I was living the soft life and I just could work a job that didn't really matter, didn't have to worry about bills or anything, and like just whatever, I would love to work retail again, because I used to work for Justice, which back then, it was years ago, was Limited 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Limited 2, that was the name of it?
It's like it was Limited 2. And
that's such a weird name.
I think they like got bought out by Justice, or they just changed the name to Justice.
Justice is better.
It's like a little girl's store. And I had the funnest time working there. Just talking, like kids would come in and I would just hang out with them. We would literally play with the toys in the clearance section because they were open. They were just like, whenever the toys were opened, then they would go on clearance.
Out, so it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they would go on clearance because it was an open item. So it's considered damaged. You know what I mean? So they gave it 70% off, 80% off. Really good deals.
But it's free if you play with it.
And so I would go with the kids and like I'd be like, check this out. Like, check out this slime or whatever. And they'd be like, oh, this is so cool. And I'm just like playing with kids.
This was clearance slime that you're touching. Yes. Oh my God. And then you're still putting it on the shelf to sell it. Jesus.
I really didn't care.
Over time it gets all like shadowy, like it gets cloudy.
It gets cloudy because of dust and stuff that gets in it. Yeah. And I would be like chilling with the kids and like playing with them and whatever. And then someone would be like, hey, I'm trying to pay here or whatever. I need to pay for this. And I'd be like, oh, I'll be there in 1 second. And I was just like, dang, I got really distracted over here. Like I had so much fun. And the thing is with kids stores, they have so many things that smell. I love scented things.
Scented pencils.
You remember the scented pencils? We had those.
Yeah, Smencils. And it was made of newspapers.
It comes in a tube.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You remember? So good. I don't know if I'll remember. If I can put up a picture.
Or the stickers.
I'm just being lazy. No, but the Smencils. Oh, the stickers too. Even the stamps. Like in first grade when
we had it all there. We even had a pillow that you would scratch and sniff.
Oh damn! I didn't know that. But I remember the stamp for Miss Moore. I think it was back in first grade, and it was a blueberry scented stamp. Man, that made me want to get an A, bro.
So good.
It made me because if you didn't get an A, she would write it in pen. It wouldn't smell like nothing. But that stamp though, I was like, damn. Bro, I kept that all year in my backpack. It was like fucking drugs or some shit. I remember literally like taking it out just to be like, damn. I'd be like, bro, smell this. Like it smelled so good.
I have this weird thing with smells. Yo, I love smelling some things.
Yeah.
Like I remember in middle school, that was when whiteout became like super popular.
Oh my God.
And Sharpies, like if you had a Sharpie, you were a really cool kid.
Because it was expensive.
It was expensive.
For like a kid,
it was
you know
like
what I mean?
$350 for a 2-pack or something? It was expensive for Sharpies.
It was
I
like
don't know
the
if
kids
I'm
who
right
had
about that
the big
price.
mechanical pencils.
But I know it was like, oh my God. But
those Bics, bro.
But slow down. Because when there was whiteout, the whole whiteout phase, I remember I would write with pen because I hated like the pencil. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I hated writing in pencil because then I would touch the page and it was all smudgy and disgusting.
Yes.
Hated it. So I was like, I just like pencil. So I started writing in pencil. I mean, no, I'm pen. My bad. In pen all the time. And, I would write things wrong. Or I would write things that I was thinking like on the paper and then I'd be like, dang it. And I have to cross it out constantly.
Yes, with the pen. And it looks ugly. Bad with the pen. It looks
so ugly. And I remember my friend being like, do you need some whiteout? And I was like, what is that?
What are you talking about?
She's like, I have some. You can use it. And from the moment that I used that sucker, I remember the first time.
You were like, wait
like it was yesterday, and it was like one of those really nice like fine brush ones. It was like nail polish. Like,
yeah. Oh, I remember. It was the one with the little foam brush, bro.
No, and it wasn't foam. She had like the brush.
The little like a nail polish.
So thing. Fancy, like nail polish.
Oh, and you would just.
And I just brushed that sucker away, and instantly, like something told me, just smell it.
Okay, I didn't smell the whiteout. So
I just lifted the page, and I was like.
Damn.
And caught my first whiff.
That shit hits, bro.
And that was it. I bought my own whiteout.
Yeah.
And I would just smell that thing. And then I remember writing on my folder, like my subject or whatever was Sharpie. And I guess when I was younger, I didn't notice how good it smelled.
The Sharpie?
And in middle school, once I discovered the whiteout situation, I was like, I'm going to smell all of my stationery. And once I started using Sharpies for organizing and marking tabs and stuff like that. And I would smell that thing and I was like, oh my God.
Well, that's why the kids be getting high off of them, bro.
So good.
I remember in Germex.
Oh, no. Not the Germex. The sanitizer from Victoria's Secret.
Oh, so the bougie stuff.
Oh my gosh. In middle school, that's all I had in my book bag. Looking back, that was a fancy thing to have. Like we weren't from riches, okay?
Oh yeah, because bro, we get those like shitty little, we get the wooden pencils, and it wasn't even like the HB, like the legit brand of the yellow one, the classic brand. It was not that brand. It was like Dollar Tree brand.
Yeah.
And that wood, that wood was fake. Like that wood was so bad. Like that cheap wood when you sharpen it and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated it. It was like a
pencils.
foam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some sort of foam core or something. Weird. Bro, but you know what about the whiteout? Because it reminded me of also in first grade when we had, it had to be first grade because it was when we were in the portables in Riverdale. And they had, you would have like, it was before they were testing out something during that school year. I remember in elementary where they said, okay, you're going to have your main class, but they were going to try to make it like middle school to have a different period. So I had it with Miss Smith, not the cool art teacher one.
The mean one, right?
The really freaking mean one.
She was so strict.
One thing about her was I remember she hated I wrote in pen. She hated it. She told me she was like, because it was like an English class as like a second. It was just like we would go there for like an hour of the whole day.
She said that you were cheating, right? Or something?
Yeah, she thought I was cheating too. I wasn't like, dude, that was annoying. I had another teacher in high school that thought I was cheating too and made me retake the test. It was with Vince, man. And made me retake it with him because she didn't believe that I could do so good. I was so pissed off because he helped me study. Like that was legit. And Vince is the reason I passed the test because he helped me understand it. But it was actually real. Like we even sat away from each other and she thought that we cheated somehow. Like I didn't even have a phone in that time. So I was like, dude, and she made us retake it and I still aced it 100 the second time. And then she was like, okay. And it was literally just her watching us the whole time when we were taking it again. And I had to go during my lunch. And I was like, bruh. But it took like 5 minutes. It was so dumb.
But she hated your pen writing that she introduced.
Oh, sorry. That was just a side story. That was Miss Burns from high school that that like made me retake an algebra test. But
dang, you really put her name on there. Should you bleep that out?
I could probably bleep it out, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna.
We don't
how
care.
are people gonna find them? And even if they did, it's like we're not famous. So
that's true.
It's whatever. I'm just venting.
Let it out, man.
This is just my outlet, man.
There's some mean teachers in school.
Yeah. But Miss Smith, the freaking bad teacher, the mean teacher, and
most of them are great though.
What?
Most teachers have been great.
Oh yeah, of course. No, but it was only those few that are
little
like
specks that are dirty.
Like dirty freaking meanies. And so this lady, she hated that I used pen. I don't know if this story is interesting now that I think about it, but
I'm interested.
She hated that I used pen. And one thing, if you remember that, like I had this thing where when I would write, like I had a really bad habit where if I wrote like an F, this is like an OCD thing probably, but like when I wrote an F or an E, like if there's if you write the E, I'm going to try to do it backwards here.
It's sticking out.
Wait, am I doing it right? I don't know if I'm doing it right because I can't see it on the monitor. Anyways, when you're writing the E and there's that little tail, like I hated it.
I remember you keep crossing it out.
No, what I would do is I would write the E.
Were you like that with your number 4 too?
Yeah, I would do it with F4, F.
I remember.
E's. I did it with everything. And with B's, like, because the thing is, if I were to write like a B and then there was a little tail hanging out, I can't do it. Like I have to like round it out. I have to connect it. It was just, it's really weird.
As a teacher, if I would have seen that, I would have been like, we need to.
I mean, I don't know. The OCD thing and everything that runs in our family, I know that's it's probably some sort of tick or something like that. But the point is that I hated, I don't do that anymore, but because I remember it took me forever to stop doing that because I hate it. Even thinking about it, like now I hate it. Like, but I deal with it now. I think I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, she hated that I would do that. And she would complain to dad one time and had a meeting with him because I kept writing and scribbling out. She didn't like that I would write words and it would be scribbles everywhere because I would take off the letter and I didn't want her to see what I messed up on the letter. So I would literally fill it in black and then I would keep going. And she was like, why don't you just use a pen or pencil so you can erase the parts you don't like? And I was like, no, I hate it. because I don't want to have to sharpen the pencil. The
first grade,
bro. The pen
You're so
works.
stubborn.
The pen works for. I didn't stop, bro. Like, and you know where I got it from too is that Dad loved pens. He always had nice pens on him.
I never saw Dad write in pencil.
Yeah, he always wrote in pen. So I was like, I love it.
He literally writes font.
Dude. Yeah, he has his own font. Like, it actually looks super nice. And he can write in cursive too. But yeah, man. So like basically she had like a teacher meeting and Dad was just like, Norman, like, you just gotta stop, man, because she's being annoying. Like, she's gonna make me go to school again. And because he didn't like her either. And so
yeah, I think she was a little racist for sure.
100%. No, but that was another thing. But yeah, I remember I had to stop writing and I eventually did it, but I would just write way slower, and that was the problem. I'm forgetting what the whole fucking point of this. The point is, I love pens. I don't like erasing stuff because I'm like, dude, just write with a pen. It stays there forever. It won't. Sometimes it will smear when it's real inky.
Yeah, and it's always on your knuckle.
Yeah, but it's just more clear. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's darker. It feels.
It's nice.
It's just nicer to look at, bro.
Smooth.
If it's good handwriting. But yeah, it's smooth. But she just hated that. But that was one of the reasons why I probably should have used a pencil, was just because of the whole, it was all over the page. Like, I did an essay, it was all over. I remember literally like black splotches all over.
Dang.
And I was like, this does look pretty ugly.
Did she introduce you to whiteout, or how did that even connect?
Oh, sorry, dude. That was the whole point. Another thing I did to try to stop it before I just like had to write slow, because I used whiteout. Mom gave me whiteout and she was like, just use whiteout. But then what started happening is I would start filling the page with whiteout, like everywhere, to the point where I'm like, bro, it was so bad. I would have to fill up like the whole line. I'd be like, I don't even like this sentence, bro. And I would just scribble out the whole thing real dark. Then I would cover it in whiteout. And then it would take long to dry. So then I would be like, okay, well, like I have to wait for it to dry. And then I keep going. Another problem, because they had the tape ones where it was like a tape.
Oh yeah, that one was annoying when it came out. I'd be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but also it would peel off the paper. So like, even if I wrote on the cheap, bro, I would write on the freaking thing after you put the little tape on it, and it would just like cut through that tape, and it would just like peel off.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. Hated
it.
So the whole point of my story was that I use a lot of whiteout, but I also really enjoy pens for writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
A little tangent. Mm-hmm. You know how it is.
You remember, because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in school, because there was like the whiteout, and then once mechanical pencils started hitting the market. Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about,
when I got my first mechanical pencil, I was like, oh, this is so nice. And then people would be like, do you have lead? Do you have an extra eraser?
Oh, you got that lead, bro?
No, because they only give me 3, and they only give me 1 pack of lead, and I'd be using that sucker.
You know what's funny though?
Go get your own lead.
Other people might disagree about this, but for me, like with those mechanical pencils, I remember like you would get the whole freaking thing of lead, right? And you felt like a baller when you had we had the cases of them. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, bro, and when it had that little pop top that would like slide,
yeah,
it'd be like, and you'd be like.
So true.
But like I wouldn't even use all because most of the time for me the mechanical pencil would actually break and it stopped pushing the lead out.
That's why I needed
before
more
you
lead.
Even needed more. No, but I'm saying before you even needed more lead, like the mechanical pencil would break. It would
That's
stop.
True.
It would stop pushing out. Maybe because we had the cheap ones. To be honest,
we had the cheap ones though.
It would
we
get
had the thin ones, but I remember seeing other people with the thick ones, and then it was a different like millimeter of lead.
Yeah.
And it just didn't match the lead that I had. So I had nothing to bring to the table for these mechanical pencils because they were, I couldn't even trade. I was like, oh, do you need some lead? Just out of curiosity, you never know. They might give you a mechanical pencil. They might give you something.
If someone was really nice, they might give you a gel pen. The glitter gel pens.
I remember exploding those in my mouth. Because I would you know how it would like get weak or whatever?
The gel?
The ink, the gel ink wouldn't come out.
Oh yeah.
So I would lick the tip and I'd be like, and I would try to write.
Yeah, I do remember that. Because that was like a thing they would tell you to do. When
that didn't work, I was like, I can just take it out.
Yeah, you can
and
open
blow into it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then if that didn't work, my third option was let me just suck a little bit and blow. Because there might be like a dry spot.
Didn't you do that with a black pen one time?
I've done it with multiple pens.
I feel like I remember with a black pen and you had it
all in my mouth.
Dude.
Yeah, I did that a lot actually. At least 3 times in my life where I just got gel pen all in my mouth and I was like, didn't fix it.
I remember mine exploded in my pants like back in like freshman year of high school. And I always wore those cargo shorts and it was like the khaki ones, which I love that color.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves that color, right? But literally, I remember like my friend was like, dude, what's that? And then I didn't even notice that my leg felt like wet. It was a huge freaking like soaked thing. And it was, because it's thick. And what bothered me so much, because I mean, it ruined the pants. It was inked. Like the whole thing exploded and I put my hand in and my hand was covered in ink. But it really stinks. Like it hurts your head. Like smelling that thing. I don't know. I just remember like I actually smelled it and like I think about it now. I'm like, oh, it hurt my head. I hate that smell.
I think I got so used to smelling things that it didn't really affect me.
Yeah. With you smelling white out and shit.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my God.
I don't know. But I remember mechanical pencils being so cool when they came, like when people started using them more and they made them. I don't think they had them before. But
yeah,
oh my gosh, it was so awesome. And from there, like, I just love stationery. You remember the ruler?
The flex ruler.
The flex ruler, but the one that changed color.
Oh, it was tempered. Yeah, and you touch it. Bro, you were cool.
Do you remember the story?
Bro, people would just be having it out just to be like, oh, that's so cool.
You remember the one time we got one?
And we had it on a stick.
We didn't pay for it?
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Holy shit. Yeah. No, I feel like I vaguely remember it. Like
we would go to Kmart.
Yeah, and we just stick it.
And that was just like a thing. We would go to Kmart. There's so many stories at Kmart that we have.
Especially with Little Caesars at Kmart.
Because there was a Little Caesars inside the Kmart. And I swear that Little Caesars pizza has never tasted that good.
Never.
As compared to that Little Caesars in the Kmart. And they had ices. Oh my gosh.
Forgot about the ices,
best
bro.
combination.
I forgot about those ices, man.
It was perfect because we would get pizza and then we'd get an icy.
Dude. And even the sauce and the Crazy Bed hit. Dude, I mean, like you said, it hit different. I remember to this day how it tasted so much richer. Like,
so good.
Even Linda says it, and like mom and dad, they're like, yeah, like it changed at some point.
There was something about that cheese. It was real good.
Man, that shit was nice, man.
Yeah, and then we would go.
It was like a Chipotle.
We would go in the toilet paper aisle, and we made like a whole world.
Like a fort,
and we were just chilling there with the toilet paper.
So it was a lot of toilet paper, yeah. And we were also so small.
But we also would look at things. And me and Norman, you and I saw the ruler that was like the flex ruler and it changed color. I thought it was so cool. So I put it in my pants. And then we were looking at postcards and we thought they were so cool and funny and they had like puppies on them. I remember the one that I took, I had like an English bulldog on it. And I was like, I really want this one. It's so cute. And then you had taken like 2 postcards of things that you liked.
See, I don't remember exactly, but I'm like, but it sounds really familiar. I'm like, I remember.
I don't remember what you got. It might have been a puppy too.
I think it was something. No, but it's like it was something dumb. Where I'm like, it was just paper.
It was 3 postcards.
Yeah.
I took one and I took the ruler. I put it in my pants. Then you took 2 postcards, put it in your pants. Yeah. And as soon as we got to the van. And we got inside or whatever, we were like, check it out, guys. It's so cool. My parents instantly turned around and they're like, where did you get that? Where did you get that? And we were like, in the store.
It was in there.
And we had to go back inside. Like mom took us into Kmart.
I remember that.
And she had us talk to the guy that was at the front. Because you know the guy that would check the receipt or whatever that was at the podium, their little podium.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything.
And had us tell them that we stole and give back the stuff.
Didn't they tell us to keep it though? Am I remembering that wrong? Because didn't you keep the ruler?
No, I don't think I did.
I have some memory of somebody saying keep it.
I remember, I might have been something else to be honest.
I remember the time at Home Depot where we stole screws and then dad told me to go back. It was with you too. And he told us,
that?
Yeah, that was at Home Depot.
Dang.
And no, but you know what's funny is when we went back, it was like a lady employee and she was younger. And I remember her just being like, okay, like thanks. And then we just left. And they were like, you told them? Because we went by ourselves. So you were like, you guys go back.
You know what?
It was like nuts. We took like big nuts. Like, but like
I think I remember now.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't remember that at all.
It was like big bolts.
There's some things that you remember that are literally not in my memory anymore. Unless you tell me about it.
I guess I do remember a few things.
That's crazy. But yeah,
That's funny. But they didn't care. Like we went by ourselves to go do it, and we were in the gray van. And then,
do y'all remember stealing the candy at the store?
Wait, were you finishing with your story though?
Did I finish?
That's why I'm like, oh, I feel bad if I'm messing it up.
Oh, I don't even know. I think I did. Yeah, it was. We stole postcards and the ruler.
Some dumb shit.
And just because the ruler was super cool and it changed color and it was flexible, so I thought it was cool.
The shit was cool. But we did have one eventually.
Yeah, eventually we did. We got the one that like folded too, in like little pieces. But. What was I saying?
That's what I was just thinking, bro. I think I just messed it up again.
You just messed me up.
I just messed it up again. I literally was waiting because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to see if it comes to you without me looking at you so you don't have pressure.
I don't know because I'm thinking about it.
Dude, you know what I just realized? I guess it's a good segue. Well. Welcome to the Lost in Thoughts podcast. Episode
11.
No, I was trying to say 12. It's actually 12. Yeah, because 11 is for tomorrow.
But you gotta do 12.
Which is not going to be this episode for tomorrow.
You have to do the one.
We're trying to record a week ahead, okay?
Do the one. I'll do the one.
And then the two.
Now we're going to switch it just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Oh, yeah, okay.
Do the one.
Well, that's the same thing as what. Didn't you have the one over here, so it's the same? It's like going like this. And then switching. Then you put 2. So it's the same. And then you go back to 1. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Man, we waited a while before saying what. I completely forgot about it, but we were into the conversation.
Yeah, we're really into the conversation.
But I want to say, if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit that freaking like button, notification bell. Please and thank you. Just so you know when to tune in.
Thank you. But do you remember?
We're still here. We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
I don't know. I feel like that's like I like saying it in the beginning now. It's like the little catchphrase of it.
But yeah, we I remember, I think it was Publix. Whenever we go to Publix, they had the little containers, which they still have it.
And nuts.
Yeah, and they had the little containers, and you're supposed to. It's very unsanitary.
Like honestly,
actually, it's disgusting.
Right? Because it's just in the open.
Yeah. But they had a whole aisle of it. I don't know if they still have that, to be honest, like that much. Back in the day, it was a lot like a very more. Small now it's section. Small. I know the section where it's like a lot smaller. There's other stores though that have that.
Oh yeah, it's you know where the freaking like Whole Foods
and Sprouts,
all those type of stores, the organic type of stuff.
But yeah, we used to go in and we would just be eating candy straight like from the things and nuts and stuff.
The gummy bears,
oh my gosh, it was so good.
Because if you take enough, you already ate a whole bag.
I thought in my mind, I'm like, oh, there's so many areas with samples. These are samples.
Yeah, you try one before you buy, so that's pretty real. I mean, they have them in the open, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty bad, I guess. But we were kids, dude. I didn't think about it like stealing. I remember just thinking
a lot of people did that.
Yeah, a lot of people probably have done that for sure. Are you kidding me? Even adults, I bet. But no, but since you mentioned samples, like, damn. Those samples on Saturdays when we would want to go out with mom and dad, or especially dad, just for the samples. So like, can we go to the mall? Can we go to and then let's go to Walmart and let's go to Sam's or Publix.
Because there's cake, 4 of us.
Food.
There's 4 of us. So we would go to Publix and we thought we were so slick. One of us would go up to the counter and we'd be like, hi, can I get a cookie? I wanted to get 3 sprinkles and 1 chocolate chip. My siblings, they're not
that much. I don't think we asked for that many.
Yeah, because we'd be like, no, we would do this. I'd be like, my 3 siblings, they're with my mom. They can't, be here right now.
I remember we would stretch it like towards the end.
So I just wanted to get some for them, even though they're not able. Is that okay? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. And they would give me 4 cookies. And then next one in line, hi, can I have a cookie? Yeah, can I get 3 for my siblings? They're not here right now.
You know how obvious it was to the employee.
They had to know. So, like each of us out of the 4, we would go and ask for a cookie for ourselves and the other 3. And then we would have 4 cookies each.
I remember I would try to keep it low key and I would be like, I'm just going to get 1 extra. Like I don't want to be too... Because one time I did ask for the whole family. Like I remember one time specifically that I remember going up by myself and the lady didn't believe me. She literally was like, bring your parents and I'll give them to you. And then I actually got dad and he was like, he's like, they're asking for me? Like, he was like, I'll go with you, Papi. And then, but it was funny because dad is going to mess with him. So like he went and he was like, you don't believe my son? And he's like, yeah, it's for the whole family. But no, but funny thing is, now that I remember, because it was just me, him, and mom. So he was like, yeah, like he was getting it for him, the brothers and sisters and everything. So we did get 6 cookies. And he did give one to mom, but we ate the others. Dad really loved that shit too. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like we learned from him. Yeah, we literally learned from him.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And going multiple times.
It runs in the family though. It runs in the family. Our aunt and uncle though take it to another level. At the movies. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. No, that's. I don't know if they still do this though.
They still do.
I don't know if you can. You explain.
So we would go to the movies. I remember the first time we went to the movies with my aunt and uncle, and this happened. And they were like, oh, we're going to go get popcorn and soda or whatever. Yeah. They took the popcorn container from the trash can and the drink container from the trash can. They cleaned the drinking container in the bathroom. And then
but
they would still give them a new. They would ask for a new cup. That's what I'm saying.
They would get a new one because I'm like they wouldn't.
They would ask for a new cup, but they would go for the refill because if you got the extra large like popcorn and the extra large soda, then you would get free refills. Yeah. So they would just take it from the trash can and they would go get a refill.
Yeah, but be like, can I get a new container?
And I remember the first time that they did it, I was in shock. I was like, yo, you guys beat the system.
Savage.
This is so savage of you just to go in the trash and take the large popcorn containers and ask for a refill. And they never paid for popcorn or soda at the movies.
So it's funny.
And I'm pretty sure they still don't.
Well, not only that, the reason I'm like, I don't know if they still do that is because like a lot of times I'm like, I've never tried it anymore. Because who goes and be, oh, like I used my container, but I want a new one. Like, what is that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does it really make sense? But then at the same time, it's like, does the employee really care?
No.
Probably not. So I just haven't tried it. Another thing though was going to different movies, like a whole marathon all day. Oh yeah,
we'd stay the whole day.
That doesn't really work anymore, I think, as much.
Nope.
Because they like clean it out. They have times in between.
And because you have to reserve your seating.
Oh, you're right. No, but you know that shit doesn't fill up. Like if it's not new,
true.
It's empty, bro.
That's very true.
But it's if they see you going from place to place. They're like, oh, we've seen these guys here for a while.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The movies were funny.
They were.
Dang, man. So many old memories. What else?
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, the popcorn because of the flavorful, the orange seasoning. Yeah, the orange seasoning. If you don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Amazon. You and I did not know portion control at all. So we would take the family popcorn and be like, we're going to go get a refill so you guys don't have to move anywhere. We'll go, me and Norman, and go get a refill. And we went specifically because we wanted to season it ourselves. So I put hella butter. We put so much butter. And then you went in with the flavicle.
Yeah, flavicle.
Yeah,
I think that's how you say it. I'm pretty sure flavicle.
I don't know.
When I looked it up, I think a video talked about it.
So much. And we loved it. And we would just shake it up. And
it was pretty bad.
Then we were like, okay, let's go back to the movie.
Shit was salty as hell. That way we don't miss the movie.
We're sitting and my mom just starts choking. We're eating it just fine. And we're like, just watching the movie. And then my mom just is like, like queasing. And I look at Norman and I'm like, what the heck is wrong with mom, bro? It's funny. And she's like, oh my God. In Spanish, she's like, these kids, what do they do to the popcorn? And it's orange.
You know what she'll be like? She'll be like, hey, Junior. She'll be like, la Coca-Cola.
So I remember that happened a few times, not gonna lie, but there was one time where it was really bad.
And it was even when we got home, she was complaining about it.
Yeah, she's like, you guys almost killed me. Damaged the popcorn. Yeah, I'm like, it's so good though. It tastes good.
So good.
Super salty.
And I wish we could have that kid side of ourselves again, where you can just eat whatever you want and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, especially with that stuff, like the seasoning, bro. Like, I can't do that now. Are you kidding me?
I'm so sensitive.
The acid be coming up.
Yeah, I'm like, my stomach. Like
chest starts hurting.
Even when I eat ice cream, like
yeah, like it hurts a little bit.
I'm like, dang, I know that it's gonna hurt my stomach. I know I'm gonna have to be home for like a few hours to recover.
Especially the milkshake from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I can't drink the milkshake from Chick-fil-A.
I still do it.
I can't.
I just can't do anything like the day after.
And I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant. Like we are lactose intolerant. We were just in denial.
Bro, but I have the lactate in. Well, yeah, because it actually works. Like when I take it, you just literally eat it right with the first bite. That's what it says on the thing too. But that shit works. Like I'll notice, I'll be like, damn, like I don't even, you know how I know?
Too stubborn to take it.
Dude, but it's so easy and it doesn't, it tastes kind of like milk. It's weird. It's a powder tablet though. It doesn't really, you know, but the point is, the way I know it works is because when I eat fettuccine Alfredo, like my all-time favorite, is really good, like high quality, real shredded cheese, not the freaking like little sauce thing too. You got to make it from scratch. And oh my God, I love it. And it hurts really bad, especially from Olive Garden though, which I know it's not the best.
Well,
but
when
like,
we go to Olive Garden in general, we don't pace ourselves.
Yeah.
By the time that I'm like, that the breadsticks are, by the time the food gets to the table, dude. I'm extremely full. I don't even touch my actual food.
Every time now.
Every time. Every single time. Because as soon as we get there, we're like, can we have the side of Alfredo sauce?
The tipping.
Yeah.
In a large
plate. All right, chicken gnocchi. Yeah. Can you bring more breadsticks? There's like 3 breadsticks left. And we're like, can you bring more?
They really mess you up, bro. Like from the beginning, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's
they're
like
setting you up.
Yeah, especially because even with the salad.
And then they bring the food and they're like, more cheese. And the Alfredo sauce that already is so cheesy. It's so good. And then the gnocchi, the chicken gnocchi comes to the table, the soup. And I'm like, yeah, more cheese. And I'm using bread. I'm eating. It gives me an excuse to eat more bread. Yeah. And then the food comes to the table and I feel sick to my stomach. Both of us are looking at each other and we're like,
bro, just fucking hit.
Oh God, take me home. Take me home. I don't feel good. The last time, thank God, we went to the Olive Garden that was 7 or 10 minutes away.
Yeah, because it was hurting. We were both I drove back, right? I think I drove.
Yeah, you drove back.
Or did I ask you to drive back? I think I was like, bro, can you drive?
Yeah, no, I think I did drive back.
And I didn't even finish my food. It hurt so bad.
We were both in pain.
You know, I'll never forget my 21st birthday when we went to Olive Garden. Best thing ever. Best idea.
Giant meatball.
No, it wasn't just that, but I'm talking about we ate. I remember because I was like, it's my 21st. I'm going to freaking enjoy it. And I was skinnier back then, bro. We got the lasagna Rito, whatever, the fried lasagna
pieces
with the sauce, which are good. They're pretty good, but I don't know. Like I kind of think about it differently now. But back then when we first got it, bro,
it's good.
I think it just came out. And then we had the tortellini fettuccine. We had that appetizer. Didn't we get a second appetizer?
I got a meatball. 2, I'm pretty sure. You got this giant meatball.
It was crazy.
And then I got the tour of Italy.
Oh, you did? Which I was like, what? Because
I get that every time, to be honest.
So fast. And I was like, dude, are you nuts?
Yeah.
Like with just one, you won't even be able to eat all of it.
It's the best deal, honestly.
It is, man.
Because I don't like having just, if I can have multiple things, like I really love tapas and stuff because I can try other things. And it's not like little portions of other things. So I love the tour of Italy because I can just have 3 different meals. You know what I mean? Like taste 3 different things and be satisfied.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Like having the variety. That's
you went ham though. You went ham. You were saying.
Went ham, and that was the worst time ever. Like in terms of the aftermath, where I couldn't drive. And I remember you drove there too. You drove that time, but I was in the back. I couldn't even be in the front. It was hurting. Look. I didn't even want to look. The bumps were hurting on the road. I was literally laying down with my legs like to the side, and I was laying down like looking up, just sweating, praying to God that the pain would go away. And like that was the day that I looked up lactate. I remember that was like the day that I was like, honestly, this was the absolute worst decision.
And the crazy thing is that every single time we go to Olive Garden, it happens.
Oh yeah. Well, not like not on that level. But that level was
still crazy. Like we still leave in pain. There's I don't think there's one time that I've left Olive Garden. Actually, recently. I went to Olive Garden with some friends.
You did?
And for Valentine's Day. And then I was like, I paced. I was like, I'm not about to like.
You already knew you were prepared.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna freaking do it. I want to, but I'm not gonna do it. So I just held back and I was like, I'm going to eat like a normal person. And that was the first time I ever ate like a normal person at Olive Garden. And I just took my tour of Italy to go because I wasn't going to try to eat it.
You didn't even eat the meal at all?
I didn't. I was so
honestly,
full. By the time it happens every time I got so full.
Yeah, bro. The bread, huh?
Because of the bread.
Bro, honestly, when they come around with that cheese, like, literally, I want to be can you put on the Alfredo sauce, please?
I almost want them to take it out of the thing and just give me the block.
Honestly, if you could take a couple slices on that and just like eat it.
So good. Are
we can do that. We just buy slices. I mean, I've done it.
Delicious.
Because I have the cheese grater.
That's true.
Amazon, bro. Everything's on Amazon, man. Everything.
It really is.
Literally.
It really is.
I just love Olive Garden.
Yeah, every time we go though, we leave with pain.
Yeah.
We just don't.
I've gotten better about it too. When I really am like, okay, I'm not trying to like die this time. I will no, for real. Because even last time I took a box to go, which I like usually. I'm always like, I gotta finish it. Which is like, I know that's the thing. I don't know. I keep seeing these Noom commercials where it's like to lose weight. And I'm like, maybe I should do that, right? But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are doing it. Even a friend, I think, lost weight. I'm pretty sure somebody told me.
What are you talking about? I never heard of that.
Advertising, and they're not even a sponsor. The point is that? It's this app that's supposed to be for you to lose weight, and they keep having commercials all the time where it's like, oh, did you know that? Or one guy, he's like a bigger guy, and he's like looking at the phone or whatever, and he's like, oh, that's why I'm always finishing my plate. I've been conditioned since I was a child, like through my parents, that you have to finish your food, which is the thing. Dang. Right? Like mom and dad, like finish your plate, like don't waste food.
Or why are you eating like now? That. Or why aren't you eating enough? It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's always back and forth. But like for Daniela, she will eat because she's like, she doesn't want to waste it. She legitimately will feel bad. And I'm like, dude, just don't eat it. Save it for later. She'll be like, no, but I know I'm going to throw it away, so I'd rather eat it so I don't waste it.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. And then, but for me, I'm like, I eat all of it because I'm like, I want every piece of it right now.
Yeah. I used to be like that where I would want to finish everything because I mean, we grew up being like, you have to eat everything on your plate.
That was a thing, yeah. And I was skinny back then too.
Yeah, now I've gotten to a point where I'm like, nah, put that thing in a to-go box. I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
No, yeah. If I'm at Olive Garden, I think that's the only time I ever get a to-go box, right? Like, because it's the most risky to go to.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly,
the best one though.
I leave and I come home. This happens with anything. Whenever I take something to go, as soon as I get home, I just want to eat it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because once it digests.
I'm like,
all right.
I think I have room now. I'm gonna pop it in the oven, in the microwave or the oven. Yeah. And I'm gonna eat it right now,
bro. And that
it's only been 30 minutes.
Okay, I don't know. No, yeah, we have done that though. I know we've come over and we've done that. I've done that too. Yeah. But that shit, it reheats pretty well. Like Olive Garden, dude, I mean, I'm surprised.
I'm okay with reheated foods. I know that there's some people that are like, absolutely not. I can't do it. I won't eat it. It doesn't taste the same. I don't care.
It depends. Like Chick-fil-A sandwiches, as good as they are, to be honest, like it doesn't reheat well.
How do you reheat it though? Are you taking out the chicken and putting it in the air fryer?
Yeah, and I put it. I cook it in the microwave first to get the chicken hot. Then I put it in the air fryer on the little grill insert thing so that it gets crispy on the outside.
You're going ham.
It won't be as good. What I'm saying is that like it really doesn't. It won't be as good or better because sometimes it's better than when you originally got it. Like with the fettuccine Alfredo, sometimes I'm like, damn, this shit tastes better than it was at the restaurant. It
does taste better.
But with the Chick-fil-A sandwich, like I'm like, it tastes. It's because it never, like the bread will never be the same. You know what I mean?
I think it's the bread, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's maybe... But even the chicken, honestly, like it'll even taste a little bit... I mean, it's just like another day older because I'll save it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It won't be as good. But with certain restaurants like Olive Garden, like you do that the next day, bro, each day gets better. By day 7, imagine...
Absolutely
bro,
not.
after a week, damn, that shit's right. No,
back in the day, though, we used to like leave things in the fridge for...
Pretty scary amount of time. I don't... But...
Like Thanksgiving, we would be eating turkey like a month later. like
it's real, and that's what's scary. We wouldn't freeze it. No, you know what?
It was in the fridge the whole time. And even pernil, the pork.
Yeah, pernil and everything, especially.
A whole month.
The whole lechon was in there, bro.
In the fridge.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, let us know what you guys think about that. I want to know what other people want to think about that.
I think it's a cultural. I mean,
definitely is a cultural thing to not waste food. No, I think it is because I know
to not waste
food. You usually keep food for longer. But like, what is the deal with keeping shit in the fridge for that long? For like
and eating it
like yeah, because we would keep
forever. You just eat it.
I mean, mom would make her food, her rice, her beans, and whatever, and we'd have it there for it wasn't even there, like we wouldn't even know how long it had been. It's basically just like, oh, like it's just there till it's gone, till we eat it all,
basically.
So yeah, thinking back on it now, where like that was meat, like especially the turkey, like pavo and pernil,
and
like
pork. I think pork over everything.
What? For even more than like 3 or 4 days, like it starts getting a little sus.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's the risk, right? I think it's a small percentage chance that something can happen by that time.
But it was like a month.
I'd rather take a zero risk than
it was like a month.
You know what I mean?
Though.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
I know that's real. Up to a month. I don't know. I wish we could go back and wish we would have counted it. But I think we wouldn't have eaten it.
It was a long time. Because I remember like eating stuff from Thanksgiving and like Christmas was like 3 days away. And I'd be like, oh, we're still eating Thanksgiving food.
Damn, bro.
And
no, it's
like,
real because that, like, I remember there. I'm like, yeah, it was pretty close to
and
Christmas.
Then mom would be like, we got to finish the pork because I'm going to cook for Christmas. Oh my God,
because I have to use the glass thing.
For Christmas.
Damn.
God.
That's pretty gross.
It was bad. Looking back, like,
I don't know, like, I'm going to ask him next time I see him.
I wonder if maybe that's why you have so many digestive issues now.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Nah, probably
not. That is just me and me alone. I know why. I know why it is. And I hope it doesn't get worse, man. I got to get better. But I don't know. I really want to glow up this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, especially if we're doing this and we're like recording and everything.
Glow up.
I feel like it'd be amazing to look back and look at me like this. And the next thing you know, I'm like a freaking supermodel again. You know what I mean?
Basically like me when anyone watches the Miracle Berry Tablets video. They're like, who the heck is that?
Hey, it's on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out. But it's crazy. No, we look like different people, bro. I mean, that's how it is. But yeah, I really want to glow up. I always, you know, for me, it's such a big thing because of dad when he was younger. And even now he loves to be maintained and he's like buff. Like he's got like muscles and everything and a little six pack and everything.
Yeah.
And bro, like it's just crazy to me that he's been like that for so long since he was like young, and he loved working out. He loved Arnold Schwarzenegger and everything. So that's his whole thing. Anyways, the point is I want to see myself like that because I want to see the photo and be like and look at myself to be like, yo, like this is. I don't know. It doesn't mean something to me.
It's good.
It's like a sentimental thing. I think where it's satisfying. I think it would be really cool to see. I want to look at myself like how he does. You know, when he was in his 20s and he was like buff and really fit, had big freaking thighs and shit, like wearing those short shorts, bro.
I don't know about that.
Damn, those old shorts, like that style was crazy.
They're called Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Hoochie Daddy shorts. Oh my God.
That's freaking weird. I mean, for me, I mean, you know, behind closed doors, I'll look at it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because when a guy's got a nice set of thighs, bro. In public, it makes sense. I get it. If I had a nice set of thighs like these dudes would be like buff and tone, are you kidding me? It makes sense. I think girls like it because when you have like really toned thighs, like when you see that muscle, bro, you know what I'm saying? It looks good, like on anybody. Like women, when you see they got like really toned, nice thighs, I'm like, damn, because that's work. Like think about it. They got like thick thighs, but it's muscle. Like it looks like you look good. I don't know. It's just like it's an unconscious thing. You know what I mean?
To me, it's like you're wearing your boxers. You know, like out. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not talking about like booty shorts. I'm talking about how these guys be wearing like the half.
Yeah, I guess some shorts. Of them are
not like the.
I appreciate some of them because of the print. It's very like out there. Oh, and like I like that.
Oh, because I know what you're talking about. It's like that Cali vibe.
Yes, exactly. Like little pineapples. I'm like, I like pineapples.
Venice Beach type of stuff.
That's cute.
Oops, sorry.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well.
Well, thanks for watching, you guys, if you watched it. And hopefully you liked the episode. Please let us know down in the comments below if you enjoyed it. So
stay tuned and come again next week, y'all.
Come again next week. Love you. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell.